We're Nova Metallics, and our mission is to develop a world-class portfolio of operating projects that produce gold, silver, and other valuable metals while yielding venture capital-like returns for our investors from a much overlooked and undervalued source that we view as an asset class in its own right and the foundation for an entirely new industry in the Americas. One that is our exclusive focus as a company, historic mine tailings. Over 400 years of metal mining in the Americas has left behind an estimated $100 billion or more in economically recoverable metals in the form of process waste commonly referred to as tailings. This value has been largely overlooked many times, and this is where our story really starts. From a large market, a pool of opportunity consisting of literally thousands of dormant sites scattered throughout the western USA, Canada, Mexico, and Central and South America. Most are considered eyesores and looked upon as environmental liabilities. Where others might just see waste, we see virtually unlimited opportunity. Opportunity to create significant value for our owners, shareholders, and strategic partners, and all this while being able to make a positive difference in our environment by restoring lands for wildlife habitat, recreation, and other beneficial uses for local communities and the public in general. We take great pride in the fact that we are an example of how past exploitation of Earth resources can be harnessed to produce great value in tandem with social and environmental stewardship. Nova Metallics was founded in 2015 when 5 talented and highly experienced mineral industry and business professionals combined their more than 150 years of professional experience and came together to create a unique business model and execution strategy. Our founders have personal and professional relationships that in some cases span several decades. Passion and perseverance are 2 of our most important shared values. We apply our focused experience and extensive network in the industry throughout the Americas to acquire and advance select projects to production at a fraction of the cost, time, complexity, and risk of a typical new mine. Our model is quite simple in structure. From our active and ever-growing prospect list, which is already over 150 sites, we carefully select only those tailings deposits that meet strict initial criteria for value, risk, and high returns as possible acquisitions. We carefully select prospects to acquisition and control, and only those that meet the high hurdle of low risk and projected returns over 60% make it through. We then apply a disciplined process of valuation that includes drilling, sampling, and analysis by qualified third-party consultants to assemble industry-compliant estimates of recoverable metals. We then advance these projects to full bankable feasibility, facilitate acquisition of capital financing to construct metal recovery plants, and then operate, sell, or partner with qualified plant operators to project completion and reclamation. This is our central value proposition to investors: sustainable and growing royalty revenue streams with the option of eliminating operator risk. Our vision is to rapidly build our portfolio, accumulating valuable assets as the basis for an eventual public exit in as few as 4 or 5 years. Today, Nova Metallics has 2 controlled assets in its portfolio that are relatively small, yet low risk and high return. San Eloy is a silver-rich tailings deposit located in Cochise County, Arizona. In 2017, Nova Metallics successfully funded and advanced the project through a resource validation program that resulted in an independently verified $12.7 million in recoverable silver and gold contained in the 360,000 tons of historic tailings that were originally created by the processing of the rich ores from the Commonwealth Mine, which operated from 1870 to 1941. Nova Metallics is currently seeking $300,000 in a Tranche 2 funding that will advance this project through pilot scale testing and full bankable feasibility. Investors in Tranche 2 of San Eloy will receive an aggregate 17.5% dilutable interest in San Eloy Resources, LLC, a Nova Metallics special purpose company, and a projected IRR of 94%, or about 5.3 times original investment, over a planned 3-year operating life. The current development plan calls for complete removal of the deposit from public lands and transport and processing of the tailings using a dry process at a small plant to be located on private land near the deposit, and the eventual production of a high-value silver and gold concentrate, as well as the reutilization of processed residue as a valuable construction material. The San Sebastian Gold Tailings Project is our newest acquisition and is also located in Arizona, just 90 miles south of Las Vegas near Kingman in the northwest of the state. Nova Metallics controls 100% of the claims covering the deposit through a royalty agreement with Precious Metals LLC through San Sebastian Gold LLC, a special purpose company formed by Nova Metallics to advance the project. Based on limited sampling and metallurgical testing carried out by Precious Metals, the deposit contains an estimated $23 million in gold and silver, which we also believe is highly recoverable using conventional leach recovery technology. The deposit was created during the operation of the Pilgrim Mine and Mill, which was a rich gold producer that operated from 1910 through 1941. We believe, based on extensive operating records from the mine, that there is potential to see much higher residual gold grades in some of the deeper and older parts of the deposit than those used to estimate the current value, which are based on relatively small and shallow samples. Our current base case model includes direct sale of tailings as mill feed for several nearby active gold mining and processing operations. Nova Metallics is seeking $200,000 in investor funding to carry out a resource validation program, including drilling, sampling, and metallurgical testing to establish the market value and forward options to advance the project. Tranche 1 investors in San Sebastian Gold will receive a projected IRR of 128%, or about 5.2 times investment over a planned 4-year project life. Under the direct sale option, the project is expected to generate over $4.5 million in distributable pre-tax revenue to its investors at a total capital investment on the project of only about $600,000. In the past 18 months, Nova Metallics has placed over $23 million in recoverable metals into its starting portfolio with 2 relatively small acquisitions, and this is really just the beginning. Our priority prospect list contains several much larger deposits that could bring the valuation of our portfolio well in excess of $100 million within the next 24 months. Please contact us for more information about Nova Metallics. Term sheets, subscription agreements, and detailed project analysis for the San Eloy and San Sebastian projects are also available on request. We look forward to hearing from you soon.